I was about to leave today, and I knew I needed to do this. I'm not prepared, and I wanted to shoot from the hip on purpose. Let me close my blind in case people are walking by. It doesn't stop me. Okay, so what I want to talk about briefly is FHA. We're going to talk about two things. First off, people say, hey, in the seller's market, if we get an FHA offer, some realtors are not taking it over conventional because FHA is less likely, da da da. And people associate FHA with subprime. FHA is not a subprime. It's not subprime. And to tell you the truth, we have no major difference in people qualifying or getting denied FHA versus conventional. And I think when I'd even talked to someone before, we had a higher rate of people getting approved for FHA loans than conventional. So the problem therein lies is there's too many people out there sharing misinformation, and unfortunately, it affects the people that shouldn't be affected. So just FYI, I do loans. I do jumbo loans. I do, my average loan amount is well over 200,000, and most of them are conventional. But I do lots of FHA loans, and as a matter of fact, you know, I've never had a client come to me and say, hey, I didn't get this home because I bidded the same or higher than someone else, but the realtor didn't like it because it was FHA. So make sure that you do a little homework. If you're sitting there and you're qualified for an FHA, you don't want to do conventional for whatever reason, you know, realtors talk to each other during processes. Everybody has the same goal in mind. The buying agent can contact the selling agent and say, hey, listen, don't know what your feeling is about FHAs. I accept them when I'm listing homes. You have a buyer. It looks like you have more than one offer. If I submit an FHA, are you automatically kicking it out? And if they say no, or they get a feeling from it, they may not get a straight answer because there's negotiation going on. Get a feeling from it. Don't just turn your back on it if that's the best loan for you. Another thing happening in this seller's market is it's tougher to get seller contribution. Now this, on the other hand, is a fact. So when you've got a seller's market and homes are appreciating and the values are going way up, the only way values can go up is when someone is buying a home and when they get the appraisal at some point, the appraisal is lower than the sale price. Well, heck, man, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, anytime an appraisal came back and the appraisal was lower than the sale price, the buyers would go up in arms, tell the seller would make sure the appraisal was legit, and then they would bring the price down to the appraised value. But in the seller's market where the values are going up, it's not unheard of to have a $200,000 home that's listed at $200,000, and let's say it's selling for $200,000, be appraised at 195 or 194, and that's not unheard of. That is how the market appreciates, and it has. Homes have gone up. Homes that were bought 6 years ago for $220,000 in Flower Mound are now worth over $300,000, and that's because that little small thing happens one after another over months and months and years. So just keep in mind when you're trying to go in and offer seller contribution, it makes it that much harder because seller contribution is money that's going to be taken out of the transaction from the seller. When it makes sense to do seller contribution is, let's say you have a $300,000 home, or say a home is selling for $300,000 and a home appraises for $306,000. Well, now you can go in there and offer $305,000. The seller's going to get their $300,000. You get $5,000 back from the seller, and it's still under the appraised, still at or below that appraised value, which means there's room in there. But there's no way that if the home is appraised for $300,000, you're going to buy it for $305,000. The seller's going to give you that $5,000 when they expected it anyway. So that's the problem with seller contribution in this market. So if you have more questions, Please like and share this. Try and do everything I can to grow this channel and get the word out. I try to speak in layman's terms where everybody can hear it. Try to come right at you so you know exactly what I'm saying. If you have comments or you want me to post something, please do that as well. Call me at 469-450-2723. You can visit my mortgage blog at yourmortgageguyforlife.com. Hope to hear from you soon. Let me know if you have questions. Again, please share it, like it. Have a good day.